Hello and welcome. So in this video I wanted to share with you three very simple movements that you can practice right now that will help improve the movement of your neck, the function of your neck, and also potentially reduce pain in the neck. Okay, so the first one, you can do this sitting or standing. And first of all, just get your spine somewhat straight. Then I'm going to get you to turn towards one side with the head, but instead of whipping the neck like we tend to do, which actually causes bad biomechanics, is I'm going to get you to move from your lower back or your pelvis if you're standing. Move from your lower back first, so it's like I'm moving from my lower back, my upper back, and then my head turns, just gently. You want to also avoid going to the absolute extreme end of your rotation. Just go to about 80-90%. And then come back to center using the base first. So the other side, rotate the base, your pelvis first, then the upper back, then the head to about 80%. Then back to center using the base first. Good. So let's do that again. Rotate. And back to center. Other side. Good. Good. So what we're doing here, let's do it one more time, I'll keep talking. What we're doing is we are retraining the coordination of the body to be more efficient, so that it's working more as a whole system rather than isolating the parts. And again, let's just go to the other side and I'll explain what I mean. Good. So with the neck, the tendency is to isolate the neck and just whip it around, up, down, forward head posture without the integration of the system. So we need to not only learn to get rid of the pain, but we also have to learn how to reorganize the biomechanics of the system. And that's what these simple movements are about. Okay, so let's go to the second one. The second one is to do with actually the tongue that you've got, how you place it in your mouth. This is a game changer. So what I want you to practice is put the tip of the tongue behind the front teeth and then flatten the rest of your tongue as best as you can against the top of your mouth. Your teeth are a little bit apart. And you may notice that the head will start rebalancing itself. So when I do it, I might be forward, and then I place it, and I can feel my head sort of pull itself back, and it opens the back of my neck. So just see if you can get that sense where the head wants to come back a little bit. Now this is actually a really good posture to train yourself to be in when you're not using your mouth or your tongue, when you're resting even, because this is actually the more correct alignment and it will put your head back. What we want to avoid, and it also gets you to breathe through the nose more, what we want to avoid is this sort of head forward, mouth open, mouth breathing posture. Like this. This is incredibly strenuous on the system over time. So even if I do this, put my tongue up, everything wants to realign. So that's a really good foundational posture to practice. So go into that posture now, place the tongue up, and then we'll go into the next movement. So I want you from here, bring the chin down, and just start rotating gently over to one side. Now don't go 100%, go to about 80-90% of your capacity. And then come back down to the center. Over to the other side. And back. Good. One more time other side. So only go to about, what, 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. One more. Good. Then we go to the back. So let the head go back a little bit, but avoid doing that. So avoid that drop back. Again, you're isolating. So instead, have the tongue up. And as you go back, it's more like the front of the chest is involved. The core is involved. So I'll just demonstrate. See if you get this sense. And then from here, let the head come over to 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. So over to the side. And then back to the back. Over to the other side. Back to the back, over to the other side. Back to the back and over to the other side. And back to the back. Good. So just take a moment, let your neck reset itself. And just notice how that feels. Does it feel a little easier now in the neck? And again, we're not stretching. We're not trying to go gun-ho 100% on this. This is at 80-90% to your maximum capacity in your range, because we're focusing more on the biomechanics and the coordination of the body. Reorganize the coordination. If you go 100% with a stretch or any movement, 100% really means the beginning of stress, right? And so actually when your body goes into a stress, it's really hard for it to reorganize the coordination. It's just too busy trying to deal with what's going on, the stress, okay? So this is a really important point, is when you want to reorganize the coordination and the biomechanics of your body, the way it functions, is never go to 100% in the range. Go to 80-90% and then move around in that space. It works much more efficiently. But of course, if you're going for stretching or range of movement improvement or strength, then go 100%. There's no problem. But it's really important to know the difference. Are you going for an extra stretch, or are you going to improve the biomechanics and the coordination and the function of your body? That's really important to understand. Okay. So as a summary, the first one was long spine, and rotate from the base of your spine first when you rotate your neck. That's number one. Number two is the tongue position, so flatten it, and then you'll notice your head will draw back naturally. That's good. Train yourself to sit in that posture a bit more often. And the third one was, when you're doing the circles, break it down into 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock first, and at the back, and only go to 80-90% of capacity so that your body can reorganize. So that's it. Hopefully that's helpful. If you've got any questions, let me know. If that was helpful in any way, please feel free to leave a comment below as well, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.